Here it is, Monday, the last day of the month, September 30th. It's a disturbing story. And what this story here, we got to really start keeping up with, I can't say it enough. Our kids are under attack here. And for some reason, it seems like especially the girls are being attacked. You young dudes out there call yourself gangbangers and you going to school. Start protecting your sisters, protecting your young sisters out there. Stand up for them. Okay, here's a 10-year-old girl, African-American young girl that was beaten up in school on a school bus in upstate New York. Police told her two attackers called her the N-word and the bus monitor did nothing, according to court documents obtained by a CNN affiliate WWNY. The victim's mother reported the incident to police on September 10th. Her mother said her daughter had a black eye and some of her hair had been pulled out and her knee was bruised after falling into the bus seat. The victim, a fifth grader at Gouverneur Middle School, wrote she believed this happened because of the color of my skin and how my hair looks, how I dress, and that I look different from them. The court documents do not identify the race of the two girls or bus monitors charged with the crime, but the news media identified all three as being white. It's a terrible situation. After police investigation, the two white girls, ages 10 and 11, were arrested Monday and charged with one count of second-degree aggravated harassment. The 11-year-old girl was also charged with assault and third-degree hate crime. The hate crime charge is a felony, Fairbanks said. Spicer, which was the monitor on the school bus, was also charged with 3 counts of endangering the welfare of a child because police said she witnessed the assault but did not make an effort to stop or prevent said behavior. First Student, the bus company used by the school district, has been asked to provide more training to bus aides and monitors, the superintendent told the news media. Governor Andrew Cuomo said in a statement Wednesday he was appalled by the reports of the 20-minute racist assault. This was allegedly perpetrated by her own classmates on a school bus when an adult monitor present makes the incident even more shocking and troubling. Cuomo said he has directed the New York State Division of Human Rights to open an investigation into the school bus attack and to take legal action to the fullest extent of the law against the perpetrators. And see, I'm trying to tell you, you young brothers out there, you see your young sisters getting attacked, you got to protect them. You got to protect them at all costs. Here's another disturbing case here. This is a backwoods Mississippi cop fatally shot an undocumented man they mistook for a domestic violence suspect. When Mississippi police barged into the home of an undocumented auto mechanic in 2017, they had the wrong guy. Officers thought a 41-year-old Ismael Lopez was a domestic violence suspect and ended up shooting him in the back of the head and killing him. Ooh. The slaying sparked furious protests among the town's Latino community and a $20 million federal civil rights lawsuit from Lopez's widow after a grand jury declined to indict the South Haven Police Department officers in the shooting. But attorneys for the city are now arguing the entire lawsuit should be tossed out because the undocumented immigrants don't have constitutional rights, attorneys representing Lopez's family said during a press conference on Thursday. This is an attempt to chip away at our Constitution, one of the attorneys representing the Lopez family stated. The attorney also noted that the Supreme Court has repeatedly upheld the basic rights of all people present in the United States despite any immigration status. The High Court ruled in 1982, for example, that undocumented kids have the right to a basic education. South Haven mayor's office said in a statement that the local DeSoto Times-Tribune that the Lopez attorneys' claims are misleading. As I stated before, the city of South Haven will defend this matter in court of law, not in the media via press conferences and sound bites. The FBI also investigated a federal civil rights complaint regarding the shooting, but said in October 18th it wouldn't pursue any further action. So here's a feel-good story of the day here. It's a professor, a young black woman. There was a professor, and she has a child. So she has a child, and she couldn't find a babysitter. So she's a professor in college, so she took the baby to school with her, and she got this little, kind of like the things like the Indians you would see on TV carry their babies wrapped up in, but this one is on her back. And she asked if she could bring the baby to a class because she had missed the class already and didn't want to be behind. Adding that the student had an upcoming exam. I know the student is very smart and ambitious. He really wanted to learn. So so this is two of them. You got a professor, and then you have a student. So the student, actually it was the student's baby, and the student was having a problem holding the baby in her lap, and that's when the professor said her mother instincts kicked in, and I knew that it could make it easy for her not to only concentrate but to take notes with ease. She says that's when she had an idea. In my native Mali, we use sheets and other pieces of fabric to securely carry our babies on our backs. By natural instinct was the way to find to secure the baby, and I was standing next to a rack with a clean lab coat. So with the help of her student, she secured the baby on her back, where the baby slept for most of the class. Towards the end, he woke up, and I took him off my back and set him on the first row and fed him a bottle, and he did not cry, not once. Later on that day, the professor's daughter Anna posted a photo that the student took of her with the baby strapped to her back, claiming that her mother was a role model. Being a true African mother that she is, taught a 3-hour class with the baby on her back and fed him, reads a tweet from her daughter. I'm so blessed to be raised by a woman who loves the world as much as her own children. So this is a true good story, man, when you hear stuff like that happening. And then it went viral. It's the beginning of the week, folks. Time to get everything all cranking, get it all cranked up, get started with the work week, the school week, the hustle week. Get your paper on, get your education on. Young brothers, protect your sisters.